The old capital of the southern Italian region of Apulia is located directly on the Adriatic coast. Today a modern metropolis, Bari's core on the small peninsula was already founded by the Illyrians and was an important road junction and trading port in Roman times. An important trade gateway to the Orient. The magnificent Teatro Margherita is located directly on the sea where the coastal boulevard begins. Built in the Liberty style of the 1920s in reinforced concrete and a facade with Art Deco elements. Right next door at the old port there is a daily fish market where especially men buy seafood. Even today, as is the tradition, the freshly caught octopuses are beaten to make the meat softer. And the fishermen's boats anchor directly in front of the fish market. Via Piazza Mercantile, near the old port, you enter the old town. The city's most important trading centre is surrounded by numerous restaurants, cafes and Renaissance palaces. Massive ramparts surround the old town. They were the protection from the sea. Today wall paths are laid out here, and below them the elegant sea promenade. People in the old city felt safe, and even the brutal attacks of the Saracens could be fought off. The landmark of Bari is the Basilica San Nicola. The church building from 1197 is a major work of the Apulian Romanesque period. The Normans built over the residence of the governor from Constantinople and constructed this monumental church as an expression of Norman strength. With a white, structured limestone facade, decorated with reliefs of saints above the gates, column chapters, and amazing figures. In the interior, the Baroque wooden ceiling is a surprise, richly decorated in gold and dating from the 17th century. As is the altar, with the silver-wrapped wounds of St. Nicholas. The remains of wall frescoes hidden behind tightly packed columns. But the main destination of pilgrims from all parts of Europe is the Great Crypt. Here the relic of St. Nicholas is kept, which was abducted from Myra in Asia Minor by 62 Apulian sailors in 1087. Pope Urban II laid it here in a deep tomb, and so Bari became a major center of Christianity, and Nicholas the city saint. The treasury behind the basilica became the Museo Nicolaiano and houses the numerous gifts to the patron saint as well as the sacred decorative figures. On display are the crown of Norman King Roger II of Sicily and many votive pictures. accompanied by liturgical art, prayer books, stone sarcophagi, and framed, valuable sacral paintings. These are real cultural treasures that have been brought together here, sacred treasures of the Christian faith. Bari Vecchio, the medieval quarter in the center of the old town, is a picturesque labyrinth of winding alleys. A maze of passageways, courtyards, palaces and churches. At the edge of the old town is the Norman Staufer Fort, which was built on Roman foundations on the harbour basin. Around 1230, the impressive fortress was rebuilt and extended by Frederick II. Isabella of Aragon then had it converted into a Renaissance royal court, secured with mighty bastions. An exhibition includes a model of the castle and various decorative stone carvings of the fortress. At the beginning of the 16th century, Bari experienced its heyday under Duchess Isabella of Aragon, but then dark times began with the Spaniards. And finally, the plague raged and wiped out the population. In the 11th century, the cathedral was built over an early Christian basilica. This church building, too, shines again in the style of the typical Apulian Romanesque, after the interior was freed from Baroque attempts. Intarsia decorates the floor, and also the stone columns are decorated throughout with elaborate stone carvings. In the still later Baroque crypt is the tomb of the saint. It is Saint Sabinus to whom this church was consecrated. In the old town, the stroll almost becomes a journey through time. Here, everything seems as if time stopped centuries ago. And the residents have become used to it. Bari is living European history.